Well, hello there. My name is Joshua Weissman. I make food, and we just recently hit 5 million subscribers, and I became a #1 New York Times bestseller.
Hi.
Hello, how are you?
How are you?
Oh my gosh, such a pleasure.
It's a big moment. You've hit a couple milestones. So I just love to hear a little bit about your journey, how you got started, and then what caused you to post a lot more as your channel grew.
Seeing what people were doing, I was like, why can't there be more food on here? And so I started dabbling a little bit here and there. I was in high school, so didn't really have as much time for it, didn't really know how to do it. I dabbled more and more, and then I started working in restaurants. So I started posting on YouTube while I was still working in restaurants, and it was a bit of a workload, doing a full-time job as a line cook and also being a lead cook and training people in restaurants and then moving up the chain while also making videos. But, I found my way to do it and did it really, really consistently, and talking to the CEO of YouTube is a big deal for me, so yeah.
Oh, well, thank you. I mean, it's really impressive the way you were able to bring just a lot of insight into cooking, and I think that's what everyone just really appreciated. Where did your inspiration for the food that you love and that you teach other people to cook, where did that come from?
Primarily, it started with my family, and my mom brought me into the kitchen when I was really young. I started cooking when I was like 3 or 4, not like crazy tasks, but I was crushing cranberries, doing stuff like that. And I took a pretty strong liking to it, so my mom was like, all right, well, let me see if I can nurture this a little bit. Soon enough, I was cooking all the dinners for my parents, so that was a big relief on them, I'm sure. I'm sure they were like, wow, this is great. Free personal chef? Dope. Don't have to pay him. All we gotta do is buy ingredients, and I was stoked about it.
You need to make a video for parents about how to get your 10-year-old to cook you dinner.
I would argue that this was a perfect scheme by my parents. They just set it up so that I was cooking them dinner.
Well, it turned out really well. So how did you decide to write a cookbook?
This book has an interesting backstory on how it got started. I was actually against doing the book. Let's focus on just providing people value. I like doing stuff and giving this information away for free. Like, that's what I love about, the internet and YouTube, is that I can be like, these are techniques that I spent my entire life learning, and I'm just literally going to give it to you for free because I want people to know this, and that's it. Eventually I was like, you know what, this might be an opportunity for me to talk more deeply about it in a way where I don't have to think about the inhibitions of being entertaining per se, and instead just be super truthful about everything.
Is there something that has been really hard for you along the way in building your channel, like any setbacks or any like recipes, like you thought you were gonna do some recipe and then it didn't come out the way you were expecting?
Yeah, I mean, tons. There's a lot of things that come in the way of filming a recipe. There have been plenty of times where we'd had to like completely change a shoot or push a shoot last second, or a recipe gets messed up on camera and we got to restart. But I will say that those Japanese souffle pancakes, absolute nightmare. Took 3 shoots to do.
It's good to know that professional chefs like you also have issues, so.
It happens.
What's next for you?
It's a big question. We think about it every day, and now we want to venture into restaurants. Like, I'm already developing my first restaurant. You'll be the first person to know.
Okay, I can't wait. Best of luck to everything.
Amazing. Thank you, Susan.